Okay, there we go. And we're
Yo. All
live.
right, y'all. This is before I even start. This is to all the podcasters who came out. I'm showing love for y'all, giving y'all the respect. Been playing y'all for a little bit, but yo, man, we back, man.
We
Number
back.
one is back. I saw a lot of podcasts duplicating us, trying to even damn they got our names, but I respect all of that, man. We took a little break, so it's only right that I tell y'all we are fucking back, man. Table of Truth. This your boy fucking Ant. What's good, fellas?
What up, y'all? This is
Hey,
Dwayne. I don't know if you forgot my voice. I forgot my own voice. So it's good to be back,
yo,
man.
Good to be back, yo.
welcome back, fellas. We've been incognito for a
Ye-
long while.
Long while.
I
The
Long.
think
demand
Obama
was
was
high.
president.
Yeah, last time we all Obama was still in office.
Word.
But
There
that,
was Bill Cosby sex scandals last
yeah,
time he was on.
that's a fact. Y'all got to understand when Trump came into office, it took away our mojo. We became like a CNN part two, man. We had to stop for a minute, man. It had been a political show, so we had to take a little break, man. We got Trump to fire real quick, man.
Put it like this, man. Last time all my actors and thespians was going to jail for tax evasion. That's the last time we was on. Now they getting caught up for rape scandals and stuff. So it's
Yeah,
a whole
man.
new era.
Whole new era, y'all. So we had to sit back, just let the year go by. But we going into 18 with giving y'all what y'all need, man.
Well, first off, before we even get started, how we doing?
How we doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well, man. Unfortunately, I'm back in the 9 to 5 game, but able to pay my rent and save money with no problems. Go on some trips and stuff, but I'm doing well. I'm pissed that we took such a long break, but besides that, everything's good. Bought myself a PlayStation 4, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Why not?
Doing good, man. Can't complain.
Yeah.
Well, everything here is good. I had a flea epidemic in my crib. If y'all don't know, we found a little kitten in the summertime from a park, you know, we brought her home, look all cute. We bought the flea collar. Yo, these fleas we had, they was on some Marvel shit, man. They jumped on my carpet, started having babies every 2 seconds.
Damn.
My son
So what
was
you gonna
looking.
call your cat? Columbus?
Oh my, that cat is going. My son is like a crackhead. He had about 40. He had about 70 bites on him, yo. My 3-year-old drug addict. Yo, I felt so bad for my son, yo.
Damn, yo.
So we finally,
like, yo, how much drugs you giving this kid?
yo, we had to throw. We bought couches over the weekend. We had to throw away everything, man. Like, yo, fleas. I take bed bugs any day over a flea. Them shits is the size of crumbs, and they freaking like they're like the Matrix, yo. You think you hit them? They been gone already, yo. Them shits is crazy, man.
Dude, I've never seen fleas, man. Like
Yo.
I got bit by bed bugs, and this was
Yo.
in Paris. I got bit by bed bugs, but fleas.
At least bed bugs was like, fuck it, I'm in the corner of the bed, come kill me, man. A flea, a flea is straight the arts. They are ninjas, yo, Cam. They ninjutsu, they are everything, yo.
Crazy.
Yo, we finally it took us 2 months to get rid of them, yo. 2 months. So I bombed the house. It was a war. It was DEFCON 3. I declared war on the fleas, yo. I bombed the house 5 times, yo.
You played Tupac when you was bombing that joint, yo?
Everything, yo. Everything. Yo, why I was literally talking shit when I lit the bomb off. Like, fuck all y'all niggas. I would go to work, hit this shit, run out the crib, come back home. Them shits was like, they didn't kill us. Them niggas, they still. That was the first bomb. Second bomb. Third. You know how I know that they didn't die? You wake up with 3 extra bites. Fresh ones, too, like, sucker.
Yo, knowing you probably bought some White Rose or some signature style bombing. Like, you didn't buy the real, yo.
I bought the.
I went and got the third party, yo.
I bought the Megatron edition, man. I was trying to kill everything, man. I was trying to kill everything. Well, other than that, everything's good. Son, healthy. I'm healthy. I got my mojo back. My last year was a little crazy for me. I ain't know what the word funny was, man. But I'm back now. I'm fresh, recharged. I got the fleece done. New couch coming tomorrow, so I'm good, man. I ain't scratching. My son, he still look like Pookie, but the scars will clear up pretty soon, man.
Yeah. That's what's up. All is well on my end as well. Not too much going on. You know, I'm AK washed up. Got a 9 to 5. Actually, like a 5 to 3:30 type deal. So it's like I got a routine. You know, the shit that I told myself I'll never be, I've slowly become. But I've slowly accepted that. So that's the new norm because it take, you know, you get older, it take an event for me to do something cool. You know what I'm saying? Or I gotta force myself to come out. But it's winter time. And for all them single folks out there, you know what time it is. It's cuffing season, trying to cuff up, you know. So, you know, try to stay warm for the winter. You know, it's about that time. Cave up, you know what I'm saying?
Winter is
fat, that's fat for the winter storage. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'm just glad to be back. I had a lot of people questioning me outside on Twitter, talking about what's up with the show. Y'all still on? Are you in it? Because at first, you know, for a minute, no one knew I was part of it. I was like
we got to change that picture. We got to change that logo, man.
We got to take Gato off.
Yeah. We got to take Fredo off, man. I don't know. We got. You swear it was a video game update that came out that has somebody not here right now. So.
Oh, AKA Stealth Clip. Yeah, we're gonna keep that on the low, man.
Pro deployed.
Yeah. We're gonna get on that later. We're gonna get on that later. We're gonna get on that later.
All right, let's hit them.
All right. So who wanna we doing this, everybody. Y'all know how we do the commentating. So who wanna talk about the topics, man? D, you wanna do it, man? It's your show tonight, man. Start us off.
Well, you know what? Let's go down the nerd route, man. Let's talk about some joint from my childhood. Let's start off with Star Wars, man.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes, sir. I can't wait.
Movies dropping soon. When is it? Friday the 15th?
Friday 15th. I'm hearing that it's up there with Empire Strikes Back. Some people are saying that it's the best one that was made.
Ever?
And that's they say that's the best ever. And I read that with a few sites. I didn't want to get in depth in it because I didn't want to get ruined, but everybody on Twitter was saying, yo, this one right here is gonna have your jaw drop. Pause, man. Like it's gonna really like
that's just like being a victim of the moment sometimes with some of these movies. And
well, they didn't say that with Phantom Menace.
For example, no, hell, come on, don't bring that one up. So say like The Dark Knight Rises. I remember when that dropped, and you were in the camp. I don't know if you said it was better. I think you said Tom Hardy was a better villain, but I do remember people liking The Dark Knight Rises over The Dark Knight. And like time has not been too kind to The Dark Knight Rises. You watch that joint again, you're like, yo, this joint was rushed. How did Batman get from Malaysia to Gotham in like 2 minutes? Like,
how did push-ups heal your back?
And you might need
facts. I might need that. I'm going through back problems right now, so I need to watch that movie again.
But yeah, I'm wondering if people are victims of the moment. I'm gonna see it, but I've heard the same things you guys are hearing as well.
I'm gonna say this. My gut tells me this is actually gonna be entertaining and worth watching.
Yeah.
I've never from my own standpoint, I'm not a Star Wars junkie.
Yeah.
Like a lot of folks out there, but I enjoy the franchise. But at the same time, I'm kind of hyped to see it. When Rogue One came out,
great movie.
I found out. Okay, hold on. When I found out what it was about, I was like, why? Like, we already know what happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's no big surprise because it's a prequel. And I was kind of upset at the story, how like certain characters and stuff. And that's been the fault of Star Wars movies. It's been bad writing, or like certain things just don't make sense to me. Now, this might be the same with this new one, but from the trailer, like I'm kind of geeking over it. Like I'm kind of like I really want to see this. I'm seeing all like hype from credible fanboys that's like, yo, this is actually really entertaining. Go check it out. No BS. I haven't heard one bad thing yet. So I know I'm not going in there to see Oscar-worthy performance. I know what I'm paying my money to see, and I want to be entertained. And I have good vibes about this. I've never had this about any Star Wars flick that's come out after the original trilogy. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna just go watch it, you know. But I might go see this like the first day after work on a solo tip. So,
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I am a little biased because my man Luke is in there, and I'm a Luke. That's my favorite Jedi. So I'm eagerly anticipating Luke. Like I just want to see his character, what plays out. Like
what he's on the years.
Yeah, and it looks dark. It doesn't look like it's gonna be a happy movie. So I'm trying my best not to look at trailers anymore. Because you know when a movie comes out, they added new fucking trailers. It's like the damn movie just like I'm watching a movie, so I don't want to see no more trailers. I'm done. No teasers.
The trailers should have been tasteful. They haven't been super exposing the way they cut it. It's really smart.
They cutting it to trick you too. Certain things.
Yeah, exactly.
If you didn't pay attention, you would think one thing, but if you really look at it, they're trying to red herring.
Oh, is this? Yeah, I'm not gonna ruin it, but I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, if you play the game, also for the game geeks out there, Battlefront 2, lightweight, give you a kind of a spoiler to the insight that leads up to what's going on right now. Because the girl from True Blood, where she played a werewolf, I don't know if you guys, for the True Blood fans out there, she was a werewolf.
Oh, we watched True Blood. We watched it.
Yeah, I don't know if she was Indian or not, but she had a child with the guy from the bar.
Oh yeah. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, she's beautiful. She's the main character in Battlefront 2. So
I saw the clip and I'm like, yo, is that the chick from True Blood? I guess it is.
That's her. But it's the way they're doing it is pretty smooth from a fanboy standpoint, a game geek standpoint. They're tying in the storyline, which is pretty cool. And so to end it, just to cut it short, I was just like, I think this might be a good one. This might be one of those ones that kind of bring me back to the franchise and bring the casual fans back to the franchise.
Yes, and I'm just glad Lucas ain't doing it, man. No more just blue screen, and it's an actual movie, man. Because he was literally ruining. I don't know if it was just him, but when he was taking control of these movies, I couldn't do it anymore, man. And I'm a Star Wars Lucas. Yeah, I'm glad Disney taking control. I'm glad Disney owns all of this shit, man. They are actually making good movies out of this from there.
He was making it too kid friendly. Like, remember NSYNC was in like,
yeah, man.
They weren't in Phantom Menace, but they were in another one that fans had to complain and be like, yo, why are you putting a boy band in Star Wars? So he was selling out. But one thing I want to bring up real quick is the director. I think his last name's Johnson. I think it's Rian Johnson, the same dude who did like Brick and Looper. They're both with what's his name, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and he did a couple episodes of Breaking Bad. He's a really good director, and I know I said this countless times on the show. I follow directors, so based off his track work, I'm excited to see the film.
Yeah. It's
all I know is they may not do my boy Finn Raw, man. They may not make him some like trash can attendant or something, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, do us right.
Yeah, like, do us right, Finn. Do us.
I know.
R2D2 is gonna be like, I'm your father. I'm done, yo.
Yeah,
you have to replace me.
What? The whole black community want him to pick up a saber and be one of them dudes, but I know they're not gonna let that happen. So
he did in the commercial.
Nah, that wasn't no saber, man.
Yeah, it was
like he picked up one of them. He picked up one of them like electric gun pros, just like one of the.
Yo, he trying to smash Ray, man. He just wants some buns, B. That's what he doing this for.
Hey, if he can become the Black Han Solo, I'm with you.
He trying to score. That's the only reason why he in this damn thing.
I want to see who he's related to, yo. That's what I want to find out. They gonna wait to part 3. Like, I want to know who she's related
to. Play the game.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I did for the first time watch Star Wars rumors on YouTube and theories. It's some good theory. It's some Yo, I had because it was. I'm not gonna lie, it was intriguing.
Why you do that? Why you do that to yourself though?
Yo, I don't know. Yo, I never do a can for, but I just been thirst. I'm not gonna lie, was because yo, I was going through YouTube and I saw some shit go theories on Star Wars. Let's see, and I was like, let me click on it. Yo, them theories were crazy. I was like, why did I do it? Why did I do it, man?
Spoilers must.
Yeah. So I'm
Don't do that to yourself.
I'm not, but I'm looking. I think I'm gonna go see it Saturday afternoon. I'm not gonna geek out to see it Thursday night. I was, but I gotta go to work. I'm not doing that. Damn that. I love Star Wars, but I gotta get up in the morning, man.
Yeah, it ain't going nowhere, man. You'll be fine, yo.
Yeah.
Go to work, and you'll have something to look forward to in the late evening. It just so.
Those are the only two movies. That and Black Panther were the only two I was eagerly like. Not on some. I'm going to stream it. Those two, I was like, I'm going.
Hold on, before we even go any further, to the whole black community, when Black Panther come out, you better be out.
Yeah, that's like Obama going for president. You gotta come out, yo.
You better come in like with a dashiki, a hair wrap.
I'm calling out of work, yo. I'm renting a lion, everything, yo. Everything, yo.
Yeah, that movie.
I'm rocking a fur.
Yeah, the cast.
When we pull up, you better play the opening song.
Y'all think that's gonna be the best Marvel movie?
Nah, I'm not even gonna put that expectation.
You're not gonna do it. All right.
Yeah, I said, directors. I like the director, and I think they're off to a good start, yo. And the cast looks incredible, so I think it's gonna be up there.
It's gonna be cool. I want it to be entertaining. I don't want it to be the best because it's just. I don't even know what the best Marvel movie is. It changes from time to time. I know what the worst is.
Listen,
but I don't know what the
best.
The worst? Elektra. I mean, Daredevil.
God.
Yeah, that was no. Fantastic Four is the worst.
That's there.
Fucking
the X-Men franchise.
I know one thing. I'm tired of being the number one black action movie is The Last Dragon, man. I need something to replace it, yo.
Man.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
That's a classic. It's a classic.
Stop. Can we? What is the last black great action movie?
Blade?
The Last Dragon.
Last Dragon with all black cast.
Blade.
The Last Dragon, man. The Last Dragon.
Wait. That's a different criteria, though.
It
all
is
black cast.
All black cast.
All black cast. Last Dragon. That shit. You have Sho'nuff, a black villain. What black villain besides Sho'nuff?
Wait. What about Meteor Man?
Oh my! Chill. Baby Lords, chill. Baby Lords disqualifies the whole. Yeah, we got Baby Lords. Like we need Black Panther. This is our legacy right here on the line, man. That's why they don't. That's why they don't make black movies as heroes. Like they get. It's embarrassing.
No, it's not, man. How many people do we have, man? I tell you, that's why I don't celebrate Halloween, man. Can't do anything.
Hold on.
Supposed to be.
But we can celebrate Halloween now. We got Miles Simon. Was it Miles Simon? What's his name? Miles Morales for the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
We can actually be Black Panther, represent Wakanda. You know what I'm saying? We could be whack ass for Falcon because he played Captain America in a few renditions. I'm not a fan of Falcon, man. Some of them corny. We can actually be Luke Cage, and we don't have to wear that fucking.
Oh yeah, Luke Cage. We got Luke Cage. We got Luke Cage. I forgot about Luke Cage.
You know, like 4 people, yo.
But when you say, but when people be like, "What you want to be for Halloween?" A pimp? Nah, man. Yeah. You want to be Jordy LaForge? Nah, I don't want to be that. You know.
All I know is Blade. I would say Blade, but as far as just black, it's still The Last Dragon. That's the only one we got.
Black Dynamite.
Yeah.
Well, that's comedy.
But that's comedy. But I bet you.
Oh no, I mean
2 out of 10 see Black Dynamite. 2 out of 10 see Black Dynamite.
Last Dragon is just comedy too. That ain't serious.
Yeah, that's comedy as well.
It was serious when I was young. Richie was for real for me. That was my man right there, yo. The crazy thing is, everybody in that movie show is dead besides Bruce Leroy, yo. He still got the glow. Everybody's
Shamek.
going.
That's crazy.
Is his name Shamek, something like that?
Yeah, I met him. He's a cool dude. Tim Sweat Party.
Yo.
Shout out Tim.
Y'all got me dying. Electra? Yeah, that gotta be hands down, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
that's
Ghost Rider? Ghost Rider ain't up there?
nah, Ghost Rider wasn't bootleg as far as comparative.
That's gonna be top 5, man.
That's bootleg, dude.
Ghost Rider's boot, Blade Trinity's boot.
Catwoman was bootleg too.
That's DC.
Super boot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
was
DC. No, we're talking Marvel though.
Oh, Marvel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say X-Men, the first one. That shit
Nah.
The whole Sonata, nah, it's not as boot as Electra.
I'm watching X-Men, the first one, over Electra.
Again, we all know Magneto's had slippers on as boots. I can't.
Because on the real, when you watch the old the X-Men First Class and you look at Magneto, that's what he should have been looking like.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
This dude had a stroke. How you have a magnetic stroke? Like, yo, chill, man. I can't fuck with Magneto in that shit, B. I can't. How your boots, his boots, he could barely walk. I said, nah, man, that's the worst.
So if you had a choice between Electra and the first X-Men, what you watching?
X-Men all day.
X-Men all day. I have to give it up. At least there's other people to look at. Yeah.
You had a choice between Howard the Duck and Electra. Which one you watch?
How did? Yeah. See, that's a kid favorite right there, Electra. I can't watch Howard the Duck.
Keep in mind, you sober, you're not high. You watching Howard the Duck or Electra?
I'm watching Electra. Or Howard the Duck and kiss my ass. That's funny. Yeah, I can't. I watched Another End of Story over Electra.
All right, so what's the next?
I'll
pick Valko over Electra. I'll pick a Luck Dragon any day, yo.
Moving on.
I'll pick a pit bull with a tail all day. I'm doing it, yo.
The never-ending story. Da-da-da. Classic, yo.
Classic.
It is classic. You know what else is classic? Having the internet for free. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's a.
I heard that's gonna be going pretty soon.
Yeah, we got this net neutrality, and I have to admit, when it was first presented to me, I didn't know what the hell it meant. I literally was like, "What is this? Oh, this is something cool."
Same here.
It was like, hell no. So for to the audience members that don't know what net neutrality is, it basically preserves our right to communicate freely online. It means that the internet, it enables and protects free speech. It means that all your internet service providers, aka ISP, should provide you with a wide open network and shouldn't block or discriminate against any applications or content that ride over any of y'all networks. So just as your phone company shouldn't decide who you should call and what you should say on that call, your ISP shouldn't interfere with the content you view or post online. And without net neutrality, the cable and phone companies could possibly carve the internet into a fast and slow lane. And as an ISP, it could slow down its competitors' content or block political opinions if it's disagreed with. Could charge you extra fees to few content companies that can afford to pay preferential treatment, regulating everyone else to a slower tier of service, which they are already kind of doing right now. And this would just destroy the open market for the internet. How we feel on that, fellas?
So I guess that people want to know, would that affect porn, yo? That's
people or you? Now let me stop.
or whatever, like if you want to see interracial, it's one price tier. If you want to see menage a trois, that's a higher price tier.
Higher price tier.
Bestiality, that's premium shit. You know, like come on. I mean,
FBI calling you.
Yeah, I mean, I was all for a la carte my cable subscription as far as what channels I wanted to watch, because I felt like that's where like networks were going. But when they started saying we want to control, we turned it into North Korea. Like,
yo, I'm against it because like what? And then I think Cam, formerly of the Table of Truth, the other one that lives in New York, he said, I don't mean formally, but he mentioned that he said that he broke it down into like when someone takes a flight and you have an option to pay X amount for messages and the browser internet. But if you want to stream Netflix or do other things, you pay more. So the way he broke it down was like certain people might just want to cruise the web to cruise it and send messages, but other people don't use Netflix. To me, that's not how I think about it. I think I can use whatever I want on the internet. I don't need it broken down into different like tiers. Like I just need it to stay how it is, like wide open.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. And also if ISPs, like internet service providers, say like I lived in an area and I had a choice of 5 of them, then this will make a little bit more sense because they'll be competing to keep the prices low. But if I'm just paying one set price to whoever's in my neighborhood and I have no choice, why do you have to, you know what I mean? Like, why are you going to raise rates and cut things in half? Like, I have no choice but to use Spectrum or to use Verizon. Like, I can't pick Comcast if I live in a certain area. So, to me, it's just a way of the government to get more control over,
because
over us.
Yeah, because my thing is that we're paying for internet, we're paying for Wi-Fi, cable provider, phone bill, phone companies. Why do they need more money? Like, I don't understand what is the reason of changing all of this. They're not making trillions of dollars as it is. Like,
exactly.
They pretty much found out I don't pay for cable, and they want to pay for just internet.
Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, this would be my last year. I'm going into New Year first I need job advice. I want to end my cable, but I do want to keep my football and I want to keep my CNN. So I don't know which route to go through, PlayStation.
We'll talk to you. We talk to you offline about that, brother.
We might get charged extra for talking shit. Yeah,
we gotta go dark for that. You know what I'm saying, brother? Some Mr. Robot type shit. You know, but there are ways to cut the cable and still, streaming services is the way to go.
Yeah,
wink.
I mean that's out there. Streaming, you can stream. Like I don't have cable. I watch Hulu, Amazon. That's out there. That's known.
Yeah.
So you use that to your advantage.
There's other options. You got Hulu, like you said, PlayStation View. You have YouTube TV. They are cheap.
Because in reality, getting away from the net neutrality, but just when you watch your TV shows, you watch them at your own times. Hence, when you had on demand, they just took on demand a step further and boxed it into a grouping. But with the whole net neutrality thing, it's just a way to monopolize and market something that's free. I mean, if you think back when the World Wide Web was being invented, had the guy Tim Berners-Lee who invented www ... whatever, he could have sold that. You know how much money he could have made. You know how much honey. Man. Every website in the world, there's like an infinite amount of websites that start www. One man invented that. He gave it to the world for free.
Yep.
Damn. And now they're making money off of him, or they're trying to.
They're trying to make money not off of him, but just off this what's the word I'm looking for? This lawless area of what we call in the internet and net neutrality and all that. So they're trying to monopolize on that, and that's not right. Some people that don't understand what it means are going to go ahead and be like, oh, that sounds cool, because they're going to put it in a picture where it sounds convenient. And you know how like humans think, they like things in categories. Oh, I can have my such and such here and I can get it this way, and they think that might be a good idea. No, I want to just pay for everything the same as everybody else. If you don't want to use it, that's up to you. You curate your own viewership or how much content you take in, but you shouldn't put a price tag on it.
Yep. Yeah. But the sad part is they know this is a business, capitalistic world, so they're going to know that, hey, people are going to pay for this, and we can make an extra couple of billions of dollars a year. Why not? And so we're going to need Facebook and Apple. We need all these companies to. I heard there's a few that didn't like join the petition yet, but we're going to need everybody for this. Like the major companies got to speak out because.
But then how are we, like, are they listening to us? Like, I've seen a couple petitions online. I signed a few. Like, there's been some petitions where people were meeting in the street. It's like, they could go in that room and be like, whatever. Like, we're going to do it.
Is this something that they're going to put to a vote where we can vote against it?
I don't think us as people can. So I don't get who's in that room. Like, I need to know who's sitting down.
And cable companies, lobbyists. They're They were trying to almost file suit when net neutrality rules were adopted. I think Free Press jumped in, helped argue the case, defending the FCC. I think federal appeals courts also tried to uphold open internet protections in all aspects or all respects, excuse me. However, most of the ISPs are still trying to challenge these rules in court. And a deeper question is, what is net neutrality crucial, or why is it crucial for communities of color? And I was just thinking, like, it's just like an open internet, you know, allows people of color to tell their own stories, organize for racial and social justice. They're able to turn people in the streets at a moment's notice because ISPs aren't allowed to block their messages on websites. You know, you got freedom of speech, you know, but if someone doesn't agree with that, you can mute that, you can filter through that. And then for businesses, it's crucial for small business owners and startups and entrepreneurs who rely on the open internet market to launch their businesses, create market advertisements for their products and services, and reach a plethora of customers. And it also lowers the barriers of entry for preserving the internet's fair and level playing field. No company should be allowed to interfere with the open marketplace. I mean, ISPs are the internet's gatekeepers, dude. It's crazy.
So pretty much they're going to control your voice, pretty much?
That's what they're trying. I mean, look, crazy that you say that. Control the content.
Yeah,
remember
control.
The saying, the people who control the media or the content are the people that own the content. So it's always been about that.
So the bottom line is they're trying to filter out what they can, control what they want you to put out. That's bananas, yo. Who would have thought the internet would be on lockdown like that? That's worse than the Matrix, yo.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone knew the internet would be this big when it first came out. It was more of a luxury, of something where you could talk to people or check things out. And now it's a necessity. So now big companies are just like, all right, well, what can we do to control this or make a profit?
I just wanted a safe place where I can play Yahoo Bejeweled. That's all. And now look at
Word.
Y'all remember Yahoo Games, right?
Yahoo Games.
I used to play all day on chess. I don't think I finished one game on chess, yo.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah. I played the shit out of some solitaire.
Yeah, solitaire, that's the #1 game right there. It's boring but fun at the same time, yo.
No.
That's a board at work classic right there that every parent used to play.
Yep. All right, well, fellas. We're gonna tell the audience, the fans, we're gonna be doing something called the lap of the week, meaning some dumb shit you heard throughout the day, something that happened to you, or you seen something that happened to you. So I'm gonna let y'all know what happened to me today. I was at a store and pretty much some lady came up to me and she thought I was somebody else. So she was matter of fact, this is how it started. She got very comfortable with me. I asked her did she need any help. The first thing she tells me is, "Oh, you trying to call me a pussy? I can't pick it up." I'm like, no. I'm just saying. She had to buy a toolbox for her son, for her husband for Christmas. So she needed help putting it in the cart. I said, "You mind if I help you?" She's like, "You trying to call me a pussy?" But she said it in a funny way. So I laughed. I said, no. I know you got some muscles. I touched her arm. Hopefully I get, I'm glad she didn't yell rape or slap me or nothing. So
about to get hit with that Me Too, right?
Cool. So then she asked me a question. She said,
hashtag.
Right? I'm glad I forgot her name. She told me her name too. So then she goes, "Oh, well, didn't I see you somewhere else?" And somewhere in the store, like, "Nah, that wasn't me." She said, "Oh, okay, ha. You know how all your black people look alike?" Dun, 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 dun. And it's funny. It was racist, but at the same time, I understood what she was saying. If that makes any sense, it didn't make sense, but in her heart, she didn't really.
Yeah, I think because she's already cracking jokes with you, like I don't think. But there's always some truth behind jokes, I guess. But I don't know. I can't tell her intent. Put it that way.
Rewind.
But she said when she walked away though, she said, "Have a good day and Merry Christmas." So
what the hell does that mean?
Like, fuck you, I don't believe in Christmas.
Maybe the Terminator analyzed me like this nigga will kill me, and she had to sugarcoat it and say Merry Christmas. But I'm like, yo, wow, that's crazy, yo. Like, what the fuck? All black people look alike. So I'm asking y'all, would y'all be tight?
I give you two scenarios. One, I was doing a summer gig and I was doing landscaping, and we was working on this one dude's house, and he was white, and all my coworkers were white, right? Right.
I already have a vision when it's going there. I know it's not going there, but go ahead. Sorry, Kim.
So Pete, you know, we working on a house, right? And it's early in the morning. He come out and he come up to me and he said, "What you think about that sports game?" In my head, I was like, "Why you got to talk about sports with me? You know, I could talk about geopolitics and break bread. Why's that to be sports? You don't talk sports with the white dudes over here, but you want." This is me in my head thinking. I'm having a moment in my head. All in my head, but then I replied, I was like, "Oh, the score was cool." You know, I actually conversed about sports, but I was kind of tight about him talking about sports. I was like, "We couldn't talk about nothing else. You decide to walk up to me out of all the people here and want to talk about sports. You think that's the only thing I can talk about?" And then, yeah, I got kind of tight, man, because I'm like, we sensitive. And the same thing, like, I used to work at a skate shop. Dude was white. He had watermelon, and he offered me some. But I took offense to that.
Now see.
Yeah, so Pete, this, and I when he said, "Hey, you want some watermelon?" I was like, "What the fuck that's supposed to mean?" And then,
now you can't.
Yeah. So, but at the same time, he really liked watermelon, and I did too. But I was so prideful about it. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna take watermelon. Fuck yeah, it's summertime. It's hot as hell.
I need that.
Yeah, but still though, you can't be coming at me asking. Let me ask. Like, can I get some water? Don't ask me for it, man. There's rules and occasions when it comes to that shit. I don't want you to ask me if I want watermelon or fried chicken or grape soda, man. But this is me back in the day.
I agree with that. I mean, the sports thing, I just think sports is an easy topic to talk to.
And I had to take a step back. It's a way to break bread and find commonality amongst folks.
Whether or sports.
Yeah, and sports has gotten me out of jams in foreign countries. If you could talk about their local sports team and boost them up, you might get out of a jail free card. You never know. Hey, go Barcelona! You know what I'm saying? So it's cool.
My baby takes the morning train. You ever seen Euro Trip?
No. Yeah. Who are you, Eli Manning?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But you know, it's just a thin line. So. Yeah, and then I was gonna say,
I'm like, I don't have any experiences like that. The only thing is, when I used to work at summer camps, if there was like another black person, they'd be like, "Yo, was Latoya your sister?" I'd be like, "What?
Wait, what?"
Like, we look totally different. I'm just like, all right, they don't know any better. That's what I say in my head. At first, I'm just like, I should just throw your head in the fucking creek so Jason Voorhees could come and take your body and use it. But I'm just like, nah, we're not. And not everybody black is related. Like, sometimes you just gotta tell them that.
Yeah, but for me, it was almost like, I guess that's one of the ways to end racism. If it makes sense to y'all, like, I can't take everything into context. Like, yo, you fucking racist. That was because she was just honestly just making a joke. Granted, it might have came out crazy. Matter of fact, it is. I just found it. She was really making a joke, and she was really making a joke. So it was like, but it could have went either way. But I guess she got comfortable with me as we were talking, so she just she just said it, yo, like, oh, you know how all y'all look the same? Ha ha ha! I'm like, God, ha ha! Like, Jesus Christ! But yeah, so shout out to the lady, man, for almost getting could have got your neck broken with somebody else. But you rolled the dice on that one.
Word.
You rolled the dice on that one.
Could have been talking to Reb.
Yeah, it could have been talking. Yeah, it could have been the roundhouse of death, yo. The Rudolph roundhouse. But I'm gonna leave it as that, yo. So that was you get the lap of the lap of the day, yo. Get the lap of the day.
Yeah, you guys saw what happened to Hannibal Buress in Miami this past weekend?
Yes, sir.
He got arrested for what was it? Public intoxication? What was the charges that they?
So basically, Hannibal Buress was in Miami for the Art Basel, whatever you pronounce it, and he asked the cops for an Uber, and apparently got arrested for disorderly intoxication. And for those who don't know, it's comedians, man. He probably was trying to be smart. I don't know. You know, see, he asked the cops for Uber ride. Yeah, so you could go on Google it, and you can see the 2-minute interaction. He was flaming a cop. I guess one of the cops. You know, a comedian get under your skin. You know, they probably tight. You know, they look like nerds anyway. And he was drunk. And you know, I understand. You know, if it's still tense situation. I'm sure the cops know who he was, but you know, they came up. He said Perez came up to the officers with alcohol in his breath. He said his eyes was bloodshot and asked the cop to call an Uber. The cops made a refusal to do so, which got Hannibal upset. The cop goes on to say that when Hannibal went inside the bar, the cop said and had asked Hannibal to leave because he was too drunk. Then the two made it outside where the officer says Hannibal continued to hurl profanities at him and caused a crowd to form. The cop asked him to leave 5 times before putting him in cuffs. They said it's unclear why
Hannibal. Let me ask you this real quick. Let me ask this before you continue. How much hush money? Because you just mentioned bloodshot red eyes, alcohol in the breath. How much hush money do you think Michael Jordan has put out there in his lifetime? Yeah? That dude's eyes are either yellow,
or red. I mean, pitch red too.
Yo,
you know how much cognac that man been drinking?
Yo, I need to know, man.
I think Mike just winks at you and the cops let them go, yo.
Maybe, man. Maybe.
He gives $1 million wink and you just walk away, yo.
I want a one-on-one game. I want an hour one-on-one game. If Michael Jordan trying to get off of his drunk ass. Hey, look, invite me to the Camp B, or you going in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, man, back in the day, man, you know, when I was younger, man, I had my little altercations with the cops. The cops be fucking with you. So I don't know the situation, but I remember when I was like, man, I must have been in high school. Or no, sophomore year in college, actually. I came home one year, and I was at my friend's house, and we had been drinking, and we were walking home. I only live a few blocks away from his house. And as I was going up this hill towards my house, cops just pulled us over, you know. Whoop, whoop. I'm like, yo, what's up? You know? And I had a few beers, right? And the cop get out and he's like, you guys stand there. I'm like, what's this about? He was like, turn around. He started frisking. And you know how cops get, they kind of get rough with you a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, what's the deal? Like, why are you being like this? And he was like, well, there's been some robberies in the neighborhood and the criminals just happen to be black. And I just went ape shit. I was like, that's bullshit. I said, man, you full of shit. Yeah. And mind you, and these two cops are people. So this dude was a brother, right? And he was like, I said, you know, me being like 18 years old in college, I was just like, you know, you only took because you got that badge. You know what this dude did? I shit you not. He took off the belt. He took off the belt and was like, what's up? And I looked back at my friend and I pushed him. And then his cop partner drew down on me and I got roughed up. But then they took me in and it was like, who's your mom? They was like, we're going to call your mom. I was like, no, you're not, because I ain't going to tell you my mom. No, my mom going to kill me. But yeah, I was like, I'll sit in a pokey. And so somehow my boy got let off that I was with. And he went and told my mom that what happened. She come up to the station. Shit. She wasn't really mad at me. She was more disappointed that I didn't call her first because she knew that was wrong, because the cops came up to me afterwards and was like, are you cool? Everything cool. They didn't want me to sue them because they knew they was wrong. And at the time, I was so pissed in my pride, I could have sued their ass, but I didn't really think about it at the time. I just said, it's good. You know, I just let it go. But that incident reminded me of my, like, my days when I was hot-headed, you know what I'm saying? And I know Hannibal, he gets a little intoxicated, you know. He a comedian. He'll hurt you. He'll sting you with words. And I know cops is probably, they want to sock you. You know what I'm saying? So,
they got people.
Yeah, you go on Google, you see it on YouTube. You'll see him. He bad mouthing them cops. So
yeah, the funny D tell about the story when y'all was making a movie, yo.
Oh my god, yeah, we was no one was intoxicated, but this is when you get a video camera, so you're like, all right, let's start acting, let's make movies. So we're in our building, and we got fake guns. So we're doing a scene. I don't remember the scene, but I know it involved fake guns. So keep in mind we're in the garage with the fake guns. We're going around the building with fake guns. People driving by, walking by in the building.
It was like a mafia movie.
Yeah, it was a mafia movie.
Black mafia movie. Yeah.
Black mafia. It never dropped, but
never dropped.
The footage out there.
Last Dragon took it over. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, if someone's got the footage out there, please let me know. But so we're downstairs in M3, and our building M3 is like the back of the building, so you can enter through the front of the building or the back of the building. In front of the intercom, and we're there. So me and my brother, there's a door that you have to get through. So we're filming the scene from behind the door. Me and my brother's behind the door, watching the scene go down because we're not in the scene. So the people who are in the scene are in front of the intercom with their guns drawn and they're acting out their lines. So me and my brother looking through the window, we see like somebody peek in, and we like, what the hell is that? So they peeking again. Then next thing you know, like 20 seconds later, 2 cops with guns drawn. Get the fuck on the floor. Get on the floor. Put the guns down. Yo, me and my brother, we looked, and then you know in cartoons when their spirit is still there, but they're gone. Yo, we were running up those stairs. Keep in mind, we live on the 28th floor in that building. We ran 20 flights. My brother stopped at 20. I made it to 28.
Did you leave your brother, or y'all read at the same time? Did you leave him? Did you leave him?
He stopped at like 20, yo. I'm surprised he made it that far. Yeah, he was like, wait. Yo, we got into, and then we had to play it off when we got to the house, because we was like, yo, we couldn't breathe. Like we were literally, it was like being, it was like in high school when you had to run sprints nonstop. That's how it felt.
Damn.
We got into the apartment. Yo, we in front of our door. We was like, yo, let's catch our breath. And then my brother's like, nah, well, if they told where we live, let's just go inside. They're going to catch us breathing out here. I'm like, you're right. So we wait like 30 seconds, come in. Yo, good night, daddy. Hold your breath. Hey, good night, Bob. Yo, we go in the room, struggling. Yo, no lie, y'all. 40 seconds later, bing, bong.
Man.
Shit.
Man.
Yo, me and my brother looking at each other. He's like, yo, we're dead. But we had to answer the door. We didn't want anybody else to get it.
Yeah.
So, go to the door, open it. It's fucking Pope and formerly of the Table Truth podcast. And another friend, Drew. Yo, when I say they're in tears, laughing, like, yo, where'd y'all go? Why'd you guys run? Blah, blah, blah. Yo, we thinking they're dead. We thinking they got arrested. We looking at them like, yo, what do you think? You think we're going to stand there and walk into the room and be like, yo, those are my friends. Those guns are fake. I'm not trying to get shot. I'll run and find out later on. But that was a crazy experience.
Back in those times, everybody, you could have fake guns and do movies. You do that shit now, you gonna CNN.
Yeah, yo, those cops didn't shoot, man. Wild's running up the stairs. All I heard is, yo, we're filming a movie, yo. Yo, we're filming a movie. And that was it, yo. I was going. I didn't hear what came next. I was like, fuck that.
Out the script. shout out to Santini Productions, man. Shout out to Santini Productions.
Santini.
Straight up and down. Yo, speaking of former members of the Table of Truth, where the hell is Pope?
Let's see. Let me hit my PlayStation button.
He just left a message in the
yeah, I was laughing earlier.
Yeah, in the game chat, he was like, "Yo, play Division." I feel like roasting them and asking them, "Oh, word? Then you have a podcast to do tonight?"
Yeah, this is what we go through, everybody, y'all. This is some people get on a David Ruffin, you know what I'm saying, and think that they can just show up to a show, sing a quick line, and leave, man. That's.
I think technically Pope hasn't done a podcast in a year, so I think his contract is null and void.
Yeah.
I think so.
You could come back, Pope, when you grow an afro. That's when we'll let you back in.
That ain't happening.
Yeah. So.
Oh man, Pope, when you look like Ralph Tresvant in your high school picture, you allowed back on. So.
Yo, if Deion Sanders could grow his hair, then you never know, man. Is there hope?
If Pope grows his hair right now, it look like an orc stepped on his fucking forehead, yo. So he got
Hey, put it like this. I'm the biggest division player in this chat, and I'm on the podcast. What's up, Pope? Holla at me. What's good, man?
Ain't no more.
Yeah, say no more, Pope.
How you gonna spearhead the whole mission and bail at the last minute, B?
and I bet you he didn't find nothing nice. I bet you. It's so good, Pope. We love you, man.
Pope, I'm flaming you when I see you online, B.
That's right. Yo. Kill him for me, yo. Throw a grenade for me, yo.
How you say it? Kiss the clips.
Kiss the clips, man. Kiss the clips for me, man.
I'm attacking this fort in Lord of the Rings when I get off this podcast. Put my foot all on this fort, yo. Fuck his couch, yo. It's over.
Yep. Right on.
So on that note, y'all know how we do, y'all. We're gonna do the last words. So Cam, what's your last words, man?
You know what? I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, but there was a lady online who posted a child getting bullied and the whole world fell for it, which seemed sincere at the time, but come to find out this lady may have ties to supporting the Confederate flag, and her son might have called somebody the N-word, hence why he might have got beaten up. So I don't know. But the moral of the story is Twitter is a motherfucker, and 1 minute you could be hailing this kid as a champion, and then the next minute you find out he's David Duke's son. So I don't know. You gotta wait for you gotta wait for the second act or the final act in the scene before we make judgment. I am also at fault of this by having Snap quick take judgments and reposting and finding out this shit fake. I think I did it recently where I posted some fake shit about a sports. Somebody got traded. It was a fake ass account, and I felt salty about it. So yeah, check your sources.
Back in February, you was like, "Yo, news is about to drop. Trump's coming." Like, yo, Trump's about to get was impeached. I was like, "Yo, what's your source?" And yo, your source was a good source, but I'm like, "Yo, they prematurely put that shit out." To be honest,
put that shit out.
Yeah.
So yeah, note to people on Twitter. Twitter is free, but so is Google. And use it wisely.
Word up.
That's my final word. And welcome back. We back.
Welcome back, man. We back, man. What's yours, D? What's your final word, man?
I just want to say shout out to the 28-time World Series champion New York Yankees for get a stand. Evil Empire is back, yo. You thought last year everyone was like, "Oh, look at the lovable Yankees." Nah, no more, yo.
Yes.
No more lovable Yankees.
Yeah.
Take out that checkbook and start signing some damn players, yo.
People started liking us and shit. Oh, the Yankees are nice. Nah, we ain't nice nothing, man.
Nah. We out here, yo. That shit made me want to move back to the Bronx, yo.
We buy rings, man. We buy rings. That's what we do, man. We buy rings, man.
I'm about to move back to the Bronx to sell Papalitos in front of Yankee Stadium, yo.
Word it up.
Straight up, yo. But nah, besides the Yankees destroying baseball again, shout out to Jeter, aka Sleeper Cell, aka the captain, aka
God,
aka
God.
Thank you.
God.
Word.
New York.
Yeah,
Jeter.
Mr. 305, get out of here, Pitbull. Now it's good to be back, man. We really need to do more of these. Talk about some engaging topics, get our timing down, maybe do a couple video chats, and we need to get back at this because I've been listening to a couple of our older shows and we got something, man. And of course, life gets in the way, but I feel like we got to give the people what they want, man. And it's therapy for me too, man. It's good to talk to my brothers and stay up to date with y'all. So I'm happy to be back, man.
Yo, shout out to Pope. Fuck you.
Right up. And the comment on what D said is almost everything I was gonna say. Like, one, we're gonna be back, y'all, and we're gonna try this year. Well, I'm gonna try to not be more political, even though that's probably impossible with Trump in office. But the last year, it was straight. It was glory every episode, yo. It was straight. So I gotta make sure. So I'm dedicating, like, on the low, I've been helping out my man with his album, with some comedy shit. So this year I'm gonna just give y'all what I got. Like we're gonna try to make y'all laugh and be entertained, and we're gonna come up with some ideas. Like this episode today was to come back to say, yo, we didn't go anywhere. We're here.
We ain't dead.
We ain't dead. You know, like you said, life stuff happens, but we're gonna give y'all what you want, and we're gonna try to make it even bigger, you know, than what we had before. So stay tuned, y'all. We're gonna try to do everything that we can, man. Whatever y'all want us to talk about, let us know. Of course, if we gotta dig in deep, pause, we'll talk about the uncomfortable. That's what we do. But it's all about making y'all laugh, man. Entertaining this shit.
And don't forget to chime in on the Facebook page, Twitter.
Yes.
Hit us up. We're always on it. If you have any questions or any topics you want us to talk about, we'll get into it. If you want to debate us on what the 5 greatest desserts is in life, we can do that. Whatever it is, we get petty. You know, we all black belts in petty weight.
Oh, come on, man.
So.
Petty champions of the world right
here. We'll have the topics for y'all. Don't worry about it. We're gonna give you all the questions. We're gonna entertain y'all this shit. This is about entertaining, man. Y'all deserve it.
If y'all see Pope online, give him hell for not showing up.
Give him hell, man. Please, y'all. And on that note, we're gonna holla. See y'all next week, yo.
Peace.
Latest.